Anna Zareff, one of the world's most renowned female artists, takes us on a journey in her homeland of Croatia, and shares with us some of her early childhood memories.
This place here is the famous loggia of Trogir. It was built in 1513, and it also has a special meaning for me because when I was a young girl we had an orchestra, string orchestra, which played here on every Sunday evening in the summertime. And also one of my best friends, school friends, lived in this house just here. And we used to watch from that window, which is closed right now, at the band. And the music they played was really Bach concertos and Mozart and all the different wonderful classical music. A little church behind me is the Church of the Mother of Angels. This was a part of my father's farm. And I was 5.5 years old. My sister contracted amoebic dysentery. The doctor came one day and said, look, you better buy a coffin because it's wartime. Order a little coffin because she will not last more than a day or so. And it broke my heart. I started crying and running over the fields to the little door which is here, which was then open, and the door was then quite old and quite different. And I threw myself on the altar of the Lady of Angels, and I don't know what happened because as my family looked for me, 2 hours went by. I went to sleep on the altar, but then I woke up and ran back home saying to my mother, don't worry mama, don't worry mama, my sister is going, little sister is going to be all right. The pretty lady at the altar told me to go home and that my sister will be well. So my mother thought that I was very upset and that I must have had a dream. And she said, oh, okay, I believe you. And from that moment on, my little sister did get better. And that made me really believe that miracles do happen. The magnificent white building behind me is the school I went to when I was a young girl. I went there for the first several years of my schooling, and when I was age 10, in this very school, in this very first floor, Marshal Tito came to our classroom and pointed to my artwork and said, good work. And I'm very proud that he's my very first art critic in my life, and that encouraged me a lot. Today I have come to the old cemetery where as a child I used to spend many a morning. In the old days the cemetery was full of flowers, and I used to take little cuttings of the flowers of the graves and plant them in my little pots. Danas je nedjelja opet. Mama, the white roses were your favorite, and I painted a painting of white roses for you some years ago and gave it to you, and you loved it. And Tata, or my father, my daddy, who I used to call Tata all the time, that I want to say I love you, and we all miss you, and you have given us such a fantastic background and heritage that we all thank you for everything that you have done for the whole family. So please, equally, I would like to place these flowers on your grave for you and for Mama with my love.